Alright, I hope you got some good news for me, Cosmic Wonder. Cause man, I've got this whole glass of Spider-Man lemonade ready to drink. I'm thirsty. Man. And they playing with us. They're playing with us, man. Everybody thought they knew when it was coming out. Everybody was wrong. Let's find out what you done heard, man.
Everybody, it's Warren. Welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder, and today we have some Spider-Man No Way Home news. We have a little quick video that is kind of giving us more of a confirmation of who the main villain is in Spider-Man No Way Home. And of course, we have a trailer update. It's been over a week since I've done an actual trailer update video, and since then we have had some things start happening. But don't worry, I'll be breaking it all down in this video. And also, if you're not aware, my Marvel chair giveaway has started. Just click the link in the description down below to enter. So before we get into the trailer updates, because there is a little bit to talk about today, let's go over this quick video that's coming from Collider, where they did an interview with Willem Dafoe, who of course played the Green Goblin in the Sam Raimi, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man films, the first villain that Tobey Maguire Spider-Man went up against. Now just let me give you a little bit of context for this, because it is a quick clip. Collider Frosty asks Willem Dafoe what projects he has recently filmed. He names a few, and then he says this.
Well, the other things that I've been doing lately, I prefer to wait until we're ready for them to come up.
So he says the other things, speaking about the other things that he's filmed, I prefer to wait until they're ready to come out with them. And this is kind of funny and kind of interesting at the same time, because there's usually not too many projects that actors film that they have to be pretty secretive about. Usually the movie is announced way ahead of time, and the cast is usually announced way ahead of time as well. But of course, we do know one very particular movie that is very secretive right now. The cast has not been announced really, and that is the way that the studio, or I should say studios, particularly wants it. And that of course is Spider-Man No Way Home. Now we've had reports from several different trades, including Collider, talking about how Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin is going to be the main villain of Spider-Man No Way Home. That came after actual confirmation that Jamie Foxx's Electro would be returning in this film, confirmed by Jamie Foxx himself, and Alfred Molina's Doc Ock would be in this film, confirmed by Alfred Molina himself as well. And it seems like since then, some of the people at Sony and Marvel may have talked to the actors and said, hey, don't mention what we're doing. Don't mention that you're going to be in Spider-Man No Way Home. It's a big secret. We're trying to do the multiverse. We're trying to keep it a secret. We're failing miserably at keeping it a secret, but we're still going to do the best we can until that first trailer or the main trailer comes out. And hopefully when it does, hopefully we'll get a little bit of reveals, which I am about to talk about. But this interview is rather funny because it definitely gives us more of a confirmation that he is indeed going to be the main villain. Spider-Man No Way Home is the big secret, right? It's the film that he can't say that he's in. Or as he said, prefer to wait to talk about until they are ready. And they is obviously referring to the studio, Sony, and Marvel and Disney. And this seems a little bit too coincidental to me, so I'm going to go ahead and say he is definitely talking about Spider-Man No Way Home. Now, speaking of when studios are ready to reveal the cast and crew of the movie, we do have a little bit of a trailer update. And this is coming from Daniel Richmond, Daniel RPK on Twitter, who has a very, very excellent track record when it comes to trailers coming out. Now, a couple of days ago on Twitter, he tweeted that he's heard some big trailers are going to be coming next week. However, he did state, but still no Spider-Man. Obviously, this is a huge bummer, but if everybody is going to be talking about trailers next week, everybody would probably be thinking Spider-Man No Way Home, so it's good to have some clarification that no, it's not coming next week. As to what trailers are coming, that's another video. Let's stick to Spider-Man for now. Because yesterday we also learned something very, very interesting about the trailer and about the marketing for No Way Home. The Disney marketing president, Asad Ayaz, talked to the Hollywood Reporter yesterday about some specifics about the marketing campaign for Spider-Man No Way Home. And here we learned that Sony is handling pretty much all of the marketing for No Way Home. But Kevin Feige is heavily involved. Here's exactly what he said. Sony is absolutely handling the marketing for Spider-Man. Kevin Feige and his team are closely partnering with the Sony team on those. So there is coordination in that sense. We also make sure we are aware of who is dropping what when. But we are not working together on the campaigns because it's their film. They are handling it, but there is a level of coordination to make sure that it's a win-win for everybody. Now, one of the big questions that everybody has been asking and wondering, including myself, is are we actually going to see Tobey Maguire Spider-Man and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, if they are indeed in the film, which I truly believe, are we going to see them in the trailer? And now there seems to be a little bit of speculation about that, and a little bit of debate. Daniel RPK stated on Twitter, if it was just Sony handling it, I would have had no doubt about Tobey and Andrew showing up in the trailer, but since Kevin Feige is involved, I'm not so sure anymore. I guess we'll see. So keep in mind, during Captain America Civil War, there was a lot of talk about Spider-Man showing up. Of course, at the time, a lot of people were saying that this is absurd. Sony owns the rights to Spider-Man, and Marvel Studios does not have those rights. Captain America Civil War is an MCU film, so Spider-Man can't show up. Well, of course, there were talks that, well, they struck a deal, and Spider-Man could now be in the MCU, and he was going to appear in Captain America Civil War. And, of course, there were still a ton of people who didn't believe that and thought, no way. So, what did Marvel do? They actually revealed Spider-Man in the second trailer for Captain America Civil War. Obviously, big information. And we're kind of almost in a very similar boat right now.
That's what I'm saying. They might not do it the first one, but they'll probably do it the second. If they don't do it on the first.
And Andrew Garfield Spider-Man are going to appear in Spider-Man No Way Home. Of course, along with Alfred Molina's Doc Ock, Jamie Foxx's Electro, Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin, and then of course we have all these rumors about Kirsten Dunst, Emma Stone, a bunch of people. This has been called by a lot of people, including me, many times, Hollywood's worst kept secret. And it really is. So the question is, does Sony just come out and show us in the first trailer or the second trailer, Tobey Spider-Man, Andrew Spider-Man, Doc Ock, Green Goblin? Do they just come out and show us everybody that we pretty much know is already going to be in the film? Or do they wait until the actual movie releases?
They might
I think I have to
hint to it
agree
in the
with Daniel.
first
I think if it was just Sony, we would probably see all of the other Spider-Man. And I do actually think that during the final days and possibly a couple of weeks before we get the actual movie, they will reveal another Spider-Man. Because we know how this works, right? It happened for Spider-Man Far From Home. It happened for Avengers Endgame. It pretty much happens for any MCU project. About a few weeks before the movie actually comes out, we get a ton of TV spots. Like every other day, we get a new TV spot. And at Spider-Man, people will definitely go to the theaters to see it or watch it on Disney Plus or wherever. But if you want it to be a movie that completely shatters the box office records, specifically in a time that is in a pandemic / kind of a post-pandemic, you definitely show the other Spider-Man because that's what's going to get people to flood to the theaters. And that's what's going to generate a ton of hype, a ton of reports on major stations on TV, plus all over YouTube and the internet. The reveal is how you get normal people, not people like us who love this stuff and read about it and talk about it every day, but normal people to go watch the film. Even though I consider them the weird ones and us the normal ones, but anyways. But it looks like the first trailer for Spider-Man No Way Home, unfortunately, is not coming next week. When reports that the trailers were sent to theaters first came out, it looked like we were going to be getting it in June or July, and it looks like that is still the case, but Daniel RPK recently has stated that it could be early July. And Daniel does have a Patreon where he does talk about some inside information that I'll link down below if anybody's interested. But stay tuned, I'll update if I hear anything else, so be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the latest videos. Be sure to let me know your thoughts on if the other two Spider-Men are going to appear in the trailers down in the comments. Don't forget to like the video, and for live updates, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.
Well, this is what I'm thinking, CW. I don't think they're just going to give it all away in the first trailer. After all, it is a teaser. And if they're going to do it, it'll be in their second or third trailer, period. That's it. I don't think they're going to do it in the first one. So, yeah, that's what I'm thinking, folks. I'm really mad that they're saying ain't nothing next week, but maybe the same people who think that they know, you know, maybe we do get it next week. You see what I'm saying? They've been saying every week, they've been saying when we're going to get it, and it's just been falling short. It's been wrong. Maybe when they're like, nah, they ain't going to drop it, they will. So we'll see about that. Thank you for the update, Mr. Wonder. Make sure you get over to Cosmic Wonder, you subscribe. Okay, tell them Tyrone Magnus sent you. And if you enjoyed my reaction to this news, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and share. 10 million subscribers. Woo!